Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Tyler here, and today I am bringing you episode number 16 of the Austin Morris Running Back Road to Glory series here on College Football 25. That is right, we are in junior season, looking to wrap it up here in this episode, man. We just got to get up out of here, man. Boston College, things did not go as planned in our couple of years here, and we'll be getting out of here for senior year to get things more interesting and try to get in the national championship conversation, but it ain't happening here. So, like I said, we're just going to, dive right in, try to finish up our junior year and see what happens, man. You see here, looking at the national leaders, we are approaching that 1,000-yard mark on the year, man. Austin Morris tied for second in the country at 926 yards right now. So we'll go ahead and dive in here, man. Week 12 on the road, taking on Georgia Tech. See what we can do. Quick touchdown from Georgia Tech. We're already down 7-0 here. Got the rain coming down. Morris taking the left side. Falling forward for about 6 yards right there to start the day. Alright, now 3rd and 2. See if we can move the chains here. Keeping it on the ground with Morris. Trying to fight ahead, but going to be stopped shy of that marker, man. So we can't get the job done, and we'll punt it away early. Next drive. Got 1st and 10 at the 19. Taking the handoff up the middle. Getting a decent hole right there. Falling ahead for about 5 yards. Alright, 2nd down. Lined up to Acosta's left here. And we're going to take the handoff up the middle. Morris. Trucking one defender and another. Whoa. Morris. Out here running with authority right there. I mean, holy cow, folks. It's not often you see this out of Morris. Absolutely laying a boom on not one, but 2 defenders on that play. Alright, next play. Feeding Morris early here. Cutting it up the middle. Another nice gain. Falling ahead near midfield. Moving the chains once again. Send us to the sideline there. And they finished the drive with a touchdown, so we tie things up at 7. 2nd and 5 here. Morris taking the handoff left side, has some space. Falling forward for about 7 yards there, moving the chains. And once again, we hit the sidelines as we score a touchdown. 14-14 ball game here. Got a 2nd and 8. Morris taking the handoff right side. Ooh, nice juke move. Makes a couple men miss. Picks up the 1st down and plenty more. Approaching midfield, got 2nd and 6 here. Morris going to motion left side. Looking to throw. Goes quick right side and it's complete. Johnson able to move the chains right there. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 2. See if we can punch it in here. Morris handoff up the middle. And he chucks the defender into the end zone. That's a touchdown. Making sure that we take that opportunity and we get in there, man. We need the touchdowns. Only a couple this season. Make it 3 right there. Austin Morris giving Boston College the lead. Alright, we're still up 7 as we enter the 2nd half. And we'll start with the handoff left side. Morris finding a hole. Let's go. Picks up the 1st down and more. Knocked down after a gain of 16. And there you have it. We go over that 1,000-yard mark for the 2nd season in a row. Make sure you slap that like button for that. Alright, next play. On to Morris once again, cuts it up the middle. And once again, another nice gain. Picking up another 15. They sent us on the sideline there. We finished the drive with a touchdown, which is nice, but man, I'd love for Morris to be out there for that. Georgia Tech adds a field goal. We're still up 11 here. 1st and 10, starting this drive at the 25. Handoff Morris left side. Ooh, breaks one tackle, but they quickly get there. Just a 3-yard gain. And now 3rd and 2. We'll see if we can keep the drive going. Morris will take the handoff left side, cuts it up, And he gets the first down. Gain of 5 right there. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Morris with another handoff. Chucking another defender, man. He is just throwing Yellow Jackets off of him today. All right, big third down here. Need 4 yards. See if we can keep the drive alive. Going through the air. Left side on the out route. It's caught. Let's go. Harris at the 45. Well, somehow we didn't come away with points on that drive, and Georgia Tech adds another field goal. So into the fourth quarter now, we're up by 8. First and 10 here. Morris takes this handoff right side, big hole, and jukes out one defender, and breaking one tackle. But the animation actually brought us back a couple of yards there. Still a solid gain of 8. We'll take it. Our big third down play here, man. Lined up to Acosta's right. And it's going to be a handoff. Morris left side, and he gets the first down and more. Brought down at the 43-yard line. Just needed a couple yards there, and we got 10. And again, we hit the sideline, man. Georgia Tech didn't get the 2-point conversion after the touchdown, thankfully, so we're still up by 2. First and 10. Johnson in motion. But Morris takes the handoff left side up the middle. Not much going there. Picked it up for the Georgia Tech. Takes their first timeout. Our 2nd and 6. Looks like they're loading the box here, man. They know that run is coming. We got to get that clock moving. Morris right side. Cuts it up. Nice lane there. Falling ahead for about 5 yards. Yellow Jackets down to their final timeout. 3rd and 1 here. Moving the chains would ultimately end the game. And it'll be Morris. Handoff. Cuts it back right. And is just inches shy of the marker, man. A great push up front by Georgia Tech. And we just couldn't get there, man. Alright, 3rd and 10. And of course they get a big 21-yard play. 37 seconds. They don't have any timeouts. But they are in field goal range, so... Wow, I don't know if they kicked it and missed it or what happened there. Maybe they mismanaged the clock, but either way, we escape with a victory here. Morris with a big day. We get the player of the game honors. 135 yards and a touchdown. Those 135 yards came on 25 attempts, so that's a 5.5 yard average. Like I said, the one touchdown, that's big, man. You know, we've wanted more of those, so getting that definitely feels nice. We had the 4 broken tackles today, too. I don't know if y'all noticed, but Morris seemed to be running with more authority. Had multiple defenders on their backs. Check it out. Our fan favorite gets upgraded to platinum. One of our teammates, Suggs, the tight end, hits us up. You haven't been responding in the group text, so I wanted to reach out. Are you still meeting with us this week to finish our group project? It's a big part of our final grade, and we need you to be there. So you have to pull your own weight. You can't use you're on the team as an excuse. I mean, come on, man. Of course I'll agree to go. It's going to cost 2 energy points, but that's fine. So we'll wrap up the regular season in week 13 on the road at Duke. And we got to win this game to become bowl eligible, man. I mean, I'm not that worried about it, to be honest with you. But either way, you know, we're going to be out there, you know, trying our best either way. All right, we start with the ball here. Lined up to Acosta's left. Going to throw a quick right side. And that's going to be caught. Cochran gets to the outside. And that's a nice job on the RPO. Getting all the way up to the 42. Alright, pistol formation. Morris taking the handoff. Left side has some space. Cutting it back middle. Nice job there. Fighting ahead for about 12 yards on our first carry. Already into Blue Devil territory. And we go to play action. Morris making the catch out of the backfield. Has a lot of space. Down the sideline. And we're going to be pushed out of bounds at the 21. A nice gain through the air right there. They send us to the sideline, and they cap off the drive with a touchdown. Then Duke ties it up. But then somehow they got the ball back right away and take a 7-point lead. Our 2nd and 2 should be the last play of the first quarter here. Morris handoff left side, tries to cut it up, gets hit there. Decent little gain of 4 or 5 there. We'll move the chains as we end the first quarter. All right, here we go. We got 2nd and 10. Trying to get the screen pass set up. Morris makes the catch, but the blocks aren't set up very well there. We get a decent little gain of 4 there, but that's it. 3rd down here. See if we can pick up these 6 yards to keep this drive alive. It's going right side, and that's Cochran making the catch. Let's go. Moving the chains. All right, down in the red zone here. 1st and 10 from the 16. Morris taking the handoff left side. Has some space. Jukes outside, and we're going to get to the end zone. Touchdown, Austin Morris. Let's go, baby. Tying things up here in the 2nd quarter.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Great setup by the line that time. We had a huge hole. Went through it. Made one man miss, and that's all we needed, folks. All right, we were able to add a field goal. So we're up 17-14 now. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. A motion right side here. We're open, and he's going to hit us. Making the catch and drag down after a nice gain of 9. 1st and 10 from the 31 here. Approaching that 2-minute timeout. Morris handoff. Cuts it up the middle. Nice gain right there as he picks up about 7. So we end up getting a field goal on that drive and then somehow back out there again with 39 seconds left in the half. 1 minute. 1 timeout remaining. We're at the 40. Gonna hit us out of the backfield. Morris makes the catch and fights ahead for the nice 1st down right there. Ahead to the 26 now. The clock is moving. Goes short over the middle, and we're just gonna have to go ahead and take that timeout right there. You're gonna throw quick, man. You gotta go sideline. So 18 seconds on the clock. 2nd and 6. No more timeouts left.
He's going to pass on 2nd down.
Gonna go right side. And it's caught short of the marker, but at least out of bounds to stop that clock. And somehow we ended up with no points, so that's great. Heading into the 2nd half, up 6. Here we go. Got 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Morris gonna take the handoff left side. Has some space. And brought down after a solid gain of 6 right there. Here we go. Big 3rd down play. See if we can convert here. Just need a couple yards. It'll be a handoff to Morris. Right side. Lots of space. Can he get to the outside? No. A nice tackle by the safety. But either way, we do the job that we needed to do. Moving the chains right there. And of course, we finished that drive on the sideline, which ends with another field goal. Alright, Duke able to add a touchdown, so we're up by just 2 here. Minute left in the 3rd quarter. We'll motion left side. Looking to throw. Morris open, makes the catch, but the momentum takes us out of bounds, just 2 yards. Alright, we're into the 4th quarter here, and of course, Duke has now taken the lead. That's wild. We're down 5 now, folks. 23-28 is the score. Start this drive with the handoff. Morris right side, trying to get outside, man, but a nice tackle, only a yard there. And line up to Acosta's right for 2nd down. Morris with another handoff, going up the middle. Much better gain this time, picking up 4. Alright, here we're going to have a 2nd and long at the 43. Looking to get the screen set up. Morris makes the catch. Gets a block or 2, but just not much going there. Only 5 yards. And we'll head to the sideline for 3rd and long. And of course, he just throws it away. And then we punt. So things not looking good, folks. Might not make that bowl game. 2nd and 10 here. He's going to throw to us right side out of the backfield, and a nice catch hanging on through the contact, picking up 9 yards there. On the sideline for 3rd and 1, Acosta hits Ragan for a big play. 2nd and 10 here. Running right side, we're open, making the catch, and we're going to get knocked out of bounds after we pick up another first down at the 33. Definitely don't like being on the sideline here, man. Acosta throws it away, and now on 2nd down, he's throwing it away once again, man. And then he gets sacked, so 4th and 19, that's crazy, and he gets sacked again. So we get down there, we do what we need to do, and then what happens? They send us to the bench, and nothing happens. Just a couple throwaways and a couple sacks, and we just didn't have a chance. So unfortunately, that's going to end junior season, folks. We don't even go bowling. We're going to finish the year at 5 and 7. So yeah, unable to break that 100-yard mark in this one, man, but only 12 attempts today. We were throwing the ball a lot in that second half, man. You see, Acosta actually had a decent day. Completion percentage could have been a little better, but, you know, no interceptions. But you'd think with all those attempts and those yards, you'd get in the end zone at some point, right? But, you know, like I said, it's nice not having no picks, but, you know, between Morris and Jones, each of us had 12 carries. We both had, 60-plus yards. And Morris able to get in the end zone again. So it was nice, getting a rushing touchdown in back-to-back games, but just not enough. Just unable to get the offense going enough. Unable to finish the drives. Like you saw a lot, throughout the year. We would, get us down there, then they'd take us off the field, and they would finish with a field goal or, a turnover. Something, but either way, we settled for way too many field goals in this one, folks, and that's basically what cost us in the end. And receiving-wise, wow, I didn't realize we ended up with 9 catches. Of course, they tried to hit us with a couple of screens at the end there, so that, added to that. But, man, 9 receptions in this game for 75 receiving yards. So even though we don't hit that 100 rushing yard mark today, we go over 100 all-purpose. So before I do anything else, since I got, 5 skill points right now, I'm actually going to go ahead and use it on my elusiveness here. I know I've been wanting to save, on the power and quickness stuff, but man, it's just so many skill points, and I want to get my overall up some more. It's got to be at a higher spot than 82 going into senior year. I mean, it's just kind of wild. I mean, I've done enough complaining about this system by now, folks, so I'm not going to do more of it, but either way, it's just tough, man. Even after I put my power up that last time, it didn't do enough to, boost us in that depth chart spot at all to help us, stay on the field at the goal line for those situations to get more touchdowns. But, we got a couple here in these last couple of games, thankfully. And, our speed just definitely think it should be at a higher spot, man. If you're an elusive running back, starting with that 5-star story, like, with it starting as low as it did, it's just rough, man. And you see how many skill points it takes, man, and it's just so hard to get those. It takes a lot of time, man. So, like I said, with the 5, we'll go ahead. We need some upgrades. We'll go ahead and add to our elusiveness. Then after that, I'll be back to saving up for that power or quickness again. Most likely quickness, because I got to get that speed up closer to the 90s, man. I mean, that's just way too low. But yeah, here we go. We use those 5 skill points. And that boosts our overall actually all the way from an 82 up to an 85. So you love to see that. As you see the break, tackle, spin move, juke move, change of direction, and agility all get solid bumps up right there. Wow. Update on the Doak Walker watch list, man. I am not included. Even after adding a couple touchdowns late in the season. Not even in the top 12, which is kind of ridiculous. We were at least included in the watch list last season. So I'm not sure, man. This is kind of insane if you ask me. I mean, we got more rushing yards than most of these guys. I think we might actually be at top of the country now, or if we're not, we're still 2nd. Dang, man, that is tough. Just barely missed leading the country, man. 12 yards behind White there at Penn State. We finished with 1,127 rushing yards this season. That's an average of 5 per carry. But just 4 touchdowns, man. You see the difference between myself and a lot of these other guys. They're all, 8+ TDs. A few guys, double digits. And me with just 4, man. It's tough. We just get vultured a lot. They go to the backups, man. It happened a lot the last couple of years. Not a whole lot I can do about that, folks. So a quick look at our stats on the year before we, wrap, everything else up. It's wild. We go 2 years in a row of averaging that 5 yards per carry. Actually, we're down a little bit on the yards, had a few less carries than last season. Matching the 4 touchdowns once again, man. Would have loved to double that up, but hey, like I said, there's not a whole lot we can do about it. It was nice not losing any fumbles this year, though. Remember, I did set that goal before the season, so at least we hit that. I did fumble once in a game, but technically we didn't turn the ball over there, so it didn't count. I still don't like that we coughed it up, but at least we didn't, lose it. And then receiving wise, we do better this season with 38 catches. Looking closer to, our Baylor days. We had a lot of catches there our freshman year, but either way, the yardage is still all around the same spots. And we were able to get back into the end zone with a receiving touchdown this season. It was actually a game winner earlier in the year, in case you missed it. So there you see, the academics has updated. We have graduated. So even though it looked like we got hit with the cheese our freshman year and ended up finishing with that 3.6 instead of the 3.7, we must have got some extra credit at the end of the year or something that I didn't know about, because there we go. We are already graduated after our junior season, and that is huge. Going into senior year, we will not have to be putting no energy points into our academics at all. Don't got to worry about that. That's nice. And look at this. Oh man, Heisman Trophy winner is Julian Sayin. Come on now. And check out your boy Austin Morris making first team All-ACC. You love to see it. Again, 227 carries this year for 1,127 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns. And wow, actually no one else on my team made the first team for All-ACC. That's rough. Checking out that second team, see if we get any representatives over here. But no one again. That's crazy. Maybe the freshman team will have someone. But no. Oh, there, the kicker. Let's go. The only other All-American on the team ended up being on the freshman team, the kicker. Yeah, man, we got to get up out of here. So with us not being bowl eligible, we'll just check out the playoff bracket real quick, and then I'll let it play out, see how things go. And then I'm going to announce where I'm transferring to end the episode. So Texas State gets in as the highest ranked Group of 5 champion. Love to see that, man. They're taking on Wisconsin, who is ranked 3rd but must have lost to Ohio State in that Big Ten title game, as Ohio State has the bye week down there. And then you see Georgia taking on Oklahoma, a big SEC matchup. And another big SEC matchup as Tennessee plays Florida. So one of those teams, I think it was Florida actually, went down to LSU, as Florida was 1 and LSU was 4. But then they flip-flopped after LSU took them down in the SEC title game to get that bye week. And then at the bottom there, you see Cincy taking on Kansas State. This is actually all sorts of messed up, folks, as Clemson knocked off Florida State in the ACC title game, but I didn't even see them in the playoff. Clemson, the ACC champ, ain't even in there. What the heck happened? They have both Texas State and East Carolina both as the highest ranked Group of 5 champs, which only one of them should have been in. Yeah, that's crazy. You see East Carolina got a bye week there. And then you see LSU won the SEC, Ohio State won the Big Ten. Where is Clemson? Clemson won the ACC and they're not even in the playoff bracket here. So I don't know if this is just broken or what, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it because obviously, we're not a part of it, so it's whatever. But how the heck is the ACC champ not involved in the playoff here? I'm not sure if this has happened to anyone else, but this is very odd to see. Both East Carolina and Texas State, both as non-Power 4, champs there. So I'm not sure what's going on, folks, but hey, whatever. We're not involved. It's cool. But speaking of being involved, look at Baylor, man. They won the Big 12. That's where we were at freshman year. I can't believe it. We were not good, man. We were just not good. I got up out of there. They weren't using me the right way. Just wasn't in the right offensive system. But hey, they done figured things out. And you saw Pendergrass. He's the one that's there. And he was, leading the country almost the whole season up until the end in those rushing yards. So they found a way to get that running back involved. So who knows, maybe if Morris would have stayed there, maybe that would have been the better move. As you see, they're the team that's now in the playoffs rather than Boston College like they was, freshman year when we were a Baylor Bear. Wow. It played out even wilder. Texas State with a huge upset over Wisconsin in that first round there. And then they went on to lose to East Carolina in a very close game. Oklahoma in that first round, a close victory over Georgia. They then went on for a big upset over SEC winner LSU, knocking them off. That was the 1 seed there in the Orange Bowl. So Oklahoma moved on then to play East Carolina in the semifinal, where they smacked them and moved on to the Natty. So on the bottom half of the bracket, you see Florida with a close victory over Tennessee. And then Kansas State takes care of business over Cincy, but then they moved on to lose to Ohio State in a tough one. Baylor also a tough loss as Florida takes them down 31-29. They move on to play Ohio State in that semifinal, and they take them down in that Rose Bowl to move on to the national championship game. And Florida absolutely smacked Oklahoma, man, taking home that national championship here in 2026. So yeah, that's going to do it, man. We'll move on to our senior season, and that will be at a different school, man. And I'm going to announce it here in a sec. Now, don't go thinking Morris didn't think about possibly leaving for the NFL already, man. But only projected as a 5th rounder right now. There's a lot of scouts out there that like what they see from him, but they don't, like, that he's not getting a lot of touchdowns, of course. Now, we've said it ourselves. We know that we need to get in the end zone more, and, they want to see more of that, more consistency out there from Austin Morris, and they want to see him, on a higher, national scale, rather than, playing in pointless ACC games. So maybe, we're going to go ahead and hit this transfer portal. Maybe we'll go to the Big Ten or the SEC, get some more eyes on us, play against tougher competition, see what we can do, and hopefully, impress the scouts some more to improve our draft stock. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We're going to stay in school for our senior year, even though we've already graduated, folks. We want to go somewhere to compete for a national championship and hopefully for some national awards as well. I think we have enough in us to hopefully compete for that Heisman Trophy. So let's go ahead and enter that transfer portal for senior year. Now, taking a look, of course, a lot of teams interested in Austin Morris. So we can pretty much go to a lot of places, and you can see there are a lot of, national title contenders here as well. So definitely a lot of freedom here for our senior season. I'll mull over these options and let you know soon where we will be headed. So when it came down to it, the main 5 that Morris was considering was Oklahoma, Oregon, Ole Miss, Auburn, and then the possibility of heading home to play for Michigan, who had actually been struggling after, a few solid years. This last season was the worst one I had seen so far during this Road to Glory series, so he'd be a starter right away there at home in Michigan. But ultimately, remember, we want to compete for a national title, and with them coming off a rough season, we're going to have to look elsewhere. And also, when you look at the last season's records, it's actually listing the wrong record. I just noticed, as you see Boston College, it says 7-6. That's what we went 2 years ago, so keep that in mind when you enter that portal. Sometimes this stuff is not completely accurate. But either way, let's not waste any more time. I've made my decision, and Austin Morris for his senior season, the last one in college before we head to the NFL, hitting that Madden Superstar import, will be headed to Oregon. That's right, Austin Morris gonna be a Duck, gonna go over there, be the starter, hopefully compete for a national championship, man. See what we can do out there with the Ducks. And that's where we will end things off, folks. We'll go ahead and look at the squad and everything else to start next episode, and we'll, get senior year started, but I figured I'd end it with a bang, showing y'all, where we're going for senior season. And I'll let you know, way back when I started this journey, Oregon was my original first choice. But with how I answered the original questions through the media, with, what was important to us and all that good stuff, they just didn't end up being the best match for us. And, I just, learned a lot through Road to Glory. It's our first year back with the college football game. Obviously much, much different than what we had 10 years ago. But either way, I still found a way to, have some decent fun. And, in the end, didn't start at Oregon, but we end up here anyways. Senior season with the Ducks should be tons of fun. Make sure you slap that like button for me if you're excited for that. And subscribe to this channel to stay tuned for that. Coming soon. Be looking out for it. And as always, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.